Good evening. As people trying to serve and please God as His people, there's one thing that we need, and that one thing is faith. From Hebrews 11, verses 4 through 7, it tells us, "By faith Abel offered a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, though which he obtained witness that he was righteous, God testifying of his gifts, and though being dead still speaks. By faith Enoch was taken away, so that he did not see death, and he was not found because God had taken him. For before he was taken, he had his testimony that he pleased God. But with faith it is impossible to please him, for he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him." By faith Noah, being divinely warned of things yet not seen, moved with godly fear, and prepared an ark for the saving of his household, by which he commended the world and became the heir of righteousness, which is according to faith. These verses give us examples of faith in the Bible, and are good examples to apply to our Christian life. Now let us talk about these men of God for a moment. In verse 4 of Hebrews 11, it tells us that Abel offered a better sacrifice than his brother Cain, which he was commended righteous for God, and God accepted his gifts, and through his faith, though he died, still lives. The term at the end of the verse, "and through his faith, though he died, still lives," means that he is in paradise, waiting peacefully for judgment. In Genesis 4, verses 1 through 26, it tells us that Adam and Eve initially had two children, Cain and Abel, who offered sacrifices to God, who is commended Abel's offerings as he denied Cain's, as this led to Cain being jealous of his brother and killing him of anger. Abel was a man of God and was commended righteous. He always strived to do good. In Genesis 4:7, God says to Cain, "If you do well, will you not be accepted?" which implies that Abel's offerings were accepted because Abel worked hard to be commended. In Hebrews 11:5 it says, "By faith Enoch was taken up so he could not see death, and he was not found because God had taken him." In Genesis 5:24 it says, "Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him." In Jude 1 verses 14 and 15 says, "It was also about these days that Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesied, saying, Behold, the Lord comes with 10,000s of his holy ones, to execute judgment on all the ungodly of their deeds and of ungodliness they have committed in such an ungodly way, and all of the harsh things that ungodly sinners have spoken against him." From the little information we know about Enoch, it was that he walked with God and was a man of God, and God had Enoch be a prophet. So from Enoch's story, we should know that we should strive to be a man of God and serve him by having strong faith. In Hebrews 11:7, the Bible tells us, "By faith Noah, being warned by God concerning events yet unseen in reverent fear, constructed an ark for the saving of his household. By this he condemned the world and became the heir of righteousness that comes by faith." In Genesis 6, verses 9 through 8 and verse 19, the Bible says that he was told to build an ark to save his family because he found grace in the eyes of the Lord. When the flood came, it destroyed everybody and everything that wasn't on the ark. From the story of Noah, we learn that he had so much faith in God that he got to live and was able to repopulate the world. From this, we can learn to persevere and always trust God through faith. As there are many more examples in the Bible, we know that many people had faith in God who are examples for us. As faithful Christians, we need to work hard, be men and women of God, and strive to walk with Him, persevere, and always trust God, no matter what comes our way. If you haven't had the faith you used to, or haven't trusted God as you used to, or if you haven't been baptized and taken advantage of the good gift that God's given you of baptism, come as we stand and as we sing the invitation song.